Olacando, the wicked grandmother. In the heart of a picturesque village nestled between rolling hills and verdant meadows, there stood a grand estate surrounded by ancient oaks and whispering willows. Within its walls resided Olacando, a woman whose name struck fear and awe into the hearts of all who knew her. She was known far and wide as the wicked grandmother, her presence casting a shadow over the village like a dark cloud obscuring the sun. Olacando was a woman of great wealth and influence, her opulent mansion a testament to her status in the community. But despite the luxury that surrounded her, there was a coldness in her heart that no amount of riches could thaw. For Olacando's life was devoid of love and warmth, her soul consumed by bitterness and jealousy. At the heart of Olacando's world was her granddaughter, cemanto, a gentle soul with eyes that sparkled like dewdrops in the morning sun. Cemanto had known little of her own mother, who had passed away when she was but a child, leaving Olacando to assume the role of both parent and guardian. And though Olacando professed to love her granddaughter dearly, there was a darkness in her gaze whenever she looked upon cemanto, a shadow that lingered like a curse. But cemanto, oblivious to her grandmother's true nature, adored Olacando with all the innocence of youth. She reveled in the attention and affection that Olacando bestowed upon her, never suspecting the true depths of her grandmother's depravity. One fateful day, a wealthy man from the city arrived in the village, his name whispered in hushed tones among the villagers. Mr. Arching was a man of means, his pockets lined with gold and his heart set on finding a bride worthy of his affections. It was by chance that Mr. Arching first laid eyes on cemanto, her beauty a beacon amidst the simplicity of village life. Enthralled by her grace and charm, he resolved to make her his wife, a decision that would change the course of their lives forever. But before Mr. Arching could make his intentions known, he knew he must seek the blessing of cemanto's grandmother, Olacando, a woman whose influence loomed large over the village. And so, with determination in his heart, he made his way to Olacando South Grand Estate, eager to win her favor. Olacando greeted Mr. Arching with a smile as sweet as honey, her eyes alight with mischief as she welcomed him into her home. But behind her facade lay a mind teeming with thoughts of jealousy and greed, her heart hardened by years of bitterness and resentment. As Mr. Arching spoke of his intentions to marry cemanto, Olacando's smile faltered, her grip on control slipping like sand through her fingers. For in that moment, she saw her grip on her granddaughter loosening, her hold on cemanto slipping away like a dream. But Olacando was not one to surrender without a fight, and so she set about devising a plan to thwart Mr. Arching's intentions, to keep cemanto by her side at all costs. She would not allow her precious granddaughter to be whisked away to a life of luxury and privilege, to be lost to her forever. And so, under the guise of preparing for cemanto's wedding, Olacando set about spreading rumors and lies about Mr. Arching, tarnishing his reputation in the eyes of the villagers. She whispered poison into the ears of those who would listen, weaving a web of deceit that threatened to ensnare them all. Meanwhile, cemanto remained oblivious to her grandmother's machinations, her trust in Olacando unshakable as ever. She reveled in the attention of Mr. Arching, her heart swelling with the promise of a love that transcended all barriers. But little did cemanto know that behind Olacando's warm smiles lurked the heart of a villain, intent on keeping her captive in a web of manipulation and lies. For Olacando had no intention of allowing her granddaughter to slip through her fingers, to be lost to her forever. As the days passed, Mr. Arching's visits became less frequent, his once fervent pursuit of cemanto cooling like embers fading into darkness. Olacando watched with satisfaction as her plan unfolded, her grip on cemanto tightening with each passing moment. But deep down, beneath the layers of malice and deceit, a seed of guilt began to sprout within Olacando's heart. She could not shake the feeling that she had betrayed her own flesh and blood, sacrificing cemanto's chance at happiness for her own selfish desires. And so, as the village whispered of Olacando's triumph and cemanto remained none the wiser, the wicked grandmother found herself haunted by the ghosts of her own making. For in her quest for control and power, she had lost the one thing that truly mattered, the love of her granddaughter. In the end, Olacando's wealth and influence could not fill the void left by her twisted actions, leaving her to ponder the true cost of her wickedness in the lonely halls of her grand estate. And as the winds whispered tales of her treachery, the village mourned the loss of what could have been, forever overshadowed by the legacy of Olacando, the wicked grandmother.